Hey YouTube. Alright, this is going to be a little follow-up here to the one that we did with Eric O. Came down here. This is our new Tipm. I already installed it. New Tipm's in place. Two things you want to watch out for here. Every time you get a new Tipm, and I'm sure that some of you guys already know this, but when the Tipm comes, and let me see if I can balance this light here somewhere, this will be up. This right here is the little airbag jump connector. And sometimes you'll also have this one up over here. This is the IOD. This little connector right here, make sure that it's pushed all the way down before you start doing anything at all with the car. Now, a lot of people say that Tipms don't need to be programmed when you first put them in the car, and I'm going to show you why that's not true. Already got the Y-Tech all set up in here, but I figured I'd just show you guys. Let me kill my light here so it doesn't give us glare. And I'll put the key on the on position. If I had the key in my pocket, that'd be great. Be right back. Yeah, keys do definitely help. Alright, so let's just turn this thing on. Key not detected, huh? Did I grab the wrong one? That's interesting. Let's pop this out for a second. Push buttons come out, so you can actually take the key and actually insert the key in there. Put the key into the run position. Alright, so in run position, this is what we have as far as the network topology. And one of the very first things that you look at here is that a lot of these are showing up as a non-responsive ECU. Don't get caught up on that. That doesn't mean anything at all. The very important thing that you have down here is one code in particular, which we'll expand that a little bit so you guys can see it. But ECU configuration mismatch. That's one of the things that we really care about right there. In vehicle configuration mismatch, they show as stored, but they're actually active right now, and we know that because our topology is all screwed up. We don't have that many non-responsive ECUs out here on the network. So in doing this here through the Y-Tech, or however you guys decide that you want to do it, there is an option here for restoring vehicle configuration. You have to be connected to the internet, you have to have an active subscription, and what you're going to do is follow this little procedure here, where they're going to tell you, yes, you've chosen to restore it. I'm looking through the viewfinder here, so bear with me. Is this the correct VIN for the vehicle? Yes, it is. I know you guys have seen this a little bit before, but I just want to emphasize why this is important. We'll restore the vehicle configuration. Okay, vehicle configuration programmed successfully. I want you to sit there and shut off the ignition, close all the doors, unplug the diagnostic tool from the DLC for 1 minute. So we can do door closed, key out of the ignition, and we're disconnected. And we're gonna let that sit there for a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back again here. Our minute is up, and we're gonna just turn the key on before we do anything else. I generally like to leave the key on for about 15 seconds before I even start anything. You open up the door, plug that data line connector back in, so we can restore our connection here. Wait for that to go through. It's a tedious thing, but it actually has to restart itself every time you do this. Alright, did I identify the vehicle already? Well, somewhat identified the vehicle. This is going to get VIN specific now, so that way it can actually tell us what the topology should be. Yep, sundown. If you want to read that, go back and rewind. Just another ploy for Chrysler to get us to pay more money. And what do you know? No more little red ECUs out there. We're gonna have some yellow ones there with some codes in it. But now that the vehicle actually knows what the configuration is, because we lose that when we change out the Tipm, we can see that everything that we have in there is something that's going to be active on the line. So before I go any further here, let me just clear out the codes that are in there so we can get rid of the old codes for the configuration mismatches. And those little guys up there all start going blue. Alright, now we got that, let's just make sure she starts. First turn of the key, looking good. ABS and brake light blinking because we're connected here with the scanner. Very, very common to have that happen. Happens with the aftermarket tools, happens with the factory tool. So, no issues there. If it was a code or anything else like that, we would have had our ABS would have shown up in yellow over there already. So basically that's just to sum up what you have to do after you replace the Tipm. Alright, hope that finalizes what we did, and everybody have a good day.